I'm making more money as a solo act, Mr. P.
She didn't like to be designer, and I love in every China, my Paloma.
Songwriter, artist and dancer Peter Okoye, professionally known as Mr. P in a chat with Hip TV, says he makes more money now as a solo act than as a member of the defunct Psquare duo because he no longer has to split his earnings 3 ways, in his own words.
100% I am. I don't have to share 3 ways. Call it greed, call it selfishness. It's your own cup of tea. I don't share with nobody. Yes, my management and my team, fine. But it's me doing my own thing. I'm making more money. I'm more free. When I mean freedom is key. I can get a call up that there's a show next week and it's my daughter's birthday. I'll tell them to cancel it. I can't. I have to attend mine. But as a group, I couldn't do that. So freedom matters. Money-wise, yes. If we used to share 3 ways, I share alone. Call it greed again, call it selfishness, it's your own cup of tea. What am I doing this music for? It's about do it how you feel it, all right? Like I say, it's not about the money, but even if you talk about the money, I make more money than I was in a group, 100%.
Discussing why he titled his album The Prodigal, he says,
The idea of naming my album The Prodigal is, I wanted a name that can suit my situation. Remember, it is not the prodigal son. I repeat, take the son out of it. Even if you want to involve the son, I should be the prodigal who has a son. All right, but please, it's not the prodigal son. My album is The Prodigal. The definition of the prodigal is someone who lives lavishly, someone who is so successful and independent. Someone who is ready to take responsibility of his decision, he or his decision, all right? That's what they call prodigal. Initially, my album was supposed to be titled Blessed, but I felt like telling everyone that you are blessed, they know you are blessed. Why are you telling about prodigal? I know that they're going to bring the prodigal son story inside, but I'm not a prodigal son, please. The prodigal son, we all know, is the someone who ran away and came back. When he ran away, he did not succeed and came back. I'm still succeeding. I'm not the prodigal son. I am the prodigal.
Mr. P discusses the qualities that influence his choice of artistic collaborators for projects.
What I look out for when I'm featuring artists, first of all, it must suit the artist. Sometimes most of us have done that mistake. There's so many collaborations out there that didn't go far because it does not fit that individual, all right? Like, for example, when I was writing the song, I wrote the song Prodigal. All right? The album never had a song Prodigal before, but it's going to be titled, sometimes you can have a title of album without having the title name as a song. But I did it for myself because when I came up, I said, listen, I want to have a song called Prodigal. The first word that came to my mind was Burna Boy. If you remember in the song, you were the killing them shot. You know that, you were the killing them shot. It was part of his own song, so I decided to infuse that part. So when I remember, the only thing is that after putting up the song, I sent it to Burna Boy. He loves it, but the problem we're having was he just released his album, and his not his record label, the company he signed to, they were going to give me a clearance, but the clearance will now come out in March. But then I wanted to release my album in November 18th. So there wasn't going to be that possible. I can't be waiting for that. So I decided, okay, no problem. The only person I thought about doing it again was DJ Switch. So I called Switch and said, listen, let's get this song done, all right? But have it in mind, when we do the remix, we might bring Burna Boy to the remix, 3 of us do the song. So that's why people, if you go now, everyone is talking about, oh, Prodigal would have been nice, it would fit Burna Boy. Yes, I wrote that song because of Burna Boy, because I wanted him on that song, The Prodigal. So that's why the way that place I say, she be you, girl, you were the killing them shot. When make the DJ don't turn table. I wrote it because of Burna Boy. I wanted him to take those parts, but unfortunately it wasn't possible because of the clearance, but look out for the remix. He might be inside.
I want to give you some love. Girl, let me give you one more.
After the release of his hit single Just Like That, which features Mohobi, Mr. P drops another single, Paloma, featuring singer, from his forthcoming album, The Prodigal. Here, he divulges the inspiration behind the song Paloma.
The inspiration behind Paloma is, it will start with Don Flex, who comes to my house and watch those V channels. He watches Paloma. So one day I just thought about, okay, people love this. I mean, putting in a song, Paloma, will make sense. Then my artist, singer, wrote the song. He wrote the song from top to finish. I said, boss, I wrote this song for you. And I listened to it. I love it. I went to the studio, we did some corrections, and I voiced. When I finished voicing the song, I said to myself, I would love him to be on the song because he's my artist. I'm trying to push him. All right? And I said, but I've already featured him already on a song called Lola Diego. I said, but there's nothing wrong. He's your artist. So why don't you feature him? In fact, this time, let him not even take second verse. Let him take the first verse. So, I mean, portray him out there. And I decided to do it that way. And singer wrote the song. He's an amazing writer. He doesn't even write songs. The dude is just all about freestyle. He freestyles all the time. That Paloma song, he never came to me and said, here are the words. He just said, boss, I just do this thing, just listen to it. And that's how we got the song done. Yeah. I don't like taking credit for myself alone. He wrote the song, singer, and I'm proud to say that. He's my artist.